Well, it's that time of the week again when we bring you another episode of Showcase Podcast. I'm your host, Deshaun, and with me in studio today is Sheesh FC.
Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, a big weekend of football just happened before our eyes.
Yeah, not just for South Africa, but also the African continent as a whole. Starting with the Soweto Derby, Orlando Pirates came out victors again. I mean, comes as no surprise really. And that game was on Saturday at FNB Stadium. I believe about 80,000 fans were in attendance, maybe 90, including the likes of the 9th FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. Sir, I hope you had a good weekend in South Africa. What do you make of the performance of Orlando Pirates, at FNB Stadium, away game for them, claiming all 3 points?
Pirates, it's their time, like we spoke about. It's time for them to start climbing the league. And what better way for them to start climbing the league is to beat your neighbours.
Yeah, 100%. The goal coming from Evidence Makopa.
Ooh.
Now, Evidence Makopa was formerly in the books of Mamelodi Sundowns. He was loaned out to, I believe it was Chupa or Baraka FC, if I'm not mistaken. Baraka being relegated. But Makopa really did the most. I think he scored something like 13 goals or something on loan from Sundowns. And then he was sold on to Pirates. So, it's very... what can I say? Give him some confidence, to get a goal, a big goal in a big team in a big game.
Look, I've heard this was his first Soweto Derby.
Yeah.
He was his debut at the Derby.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think the goal came about 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
maybe 20 minutes, something like that. It was a first-time goal, and just that's an on-screen
Analysis.
right there. But yeah, a good goal from him, nevertheless. And I thought it was a real striker's finish, right place, right time, and it gave him that sort of mentality that, go on and lead that line for Orlando Pirates. Zakashle Lapasa hasn't really been a few games on his belt in recent weeks to now score in the derby. What do you think that does for his mentality?
I believe it's perfect, like we say with Sundowns, and we compare them to the teams. To have competition it's a good thing. It gives the manager it's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of bad thing.
Yeah.
But to have competition and to be scoring, putting the likes of, like you said, Lapasa, the country striker, you know what? I'm here.
Yeah.
Relax, I'm here.
Someone
Get your
you
goal.
can rely on.
Yeah, someone you can rely on. And that's a good thing for Pirates because knowing they need to start chasing right now.
Yeah.
So they can, if he's not doing the business, Lapasa, okay, you've been shining, this is your time. Put him out of the team. Go forward.
There is a bit of a backstory surrounding Lapasa. He started the season on absolute fire.
Yeah.
I think he scored about 10 goals in like the opening 4 or 5 fixtures across all competitions, including a hat-trick in, I think it was the MTN8 quarters, if I'm not mistaken. Hat-trick against Sekhukhune United as Pirates routed them 5-0. What do you think about Lapasa's mentality now? He has been battling with an injury, I believe to his knee, but the rumor has it he scored all the goals for the season already.
That's what the story is going on. He scored his goals for the season, he's done.
Yeah.
But I feel it's just a little bit of psychology involved in it. Go out, get some good touches, like so-called. It doesn't have to be a Soweto Derby kind of way. Go out, play a team that's not doing so well. Put Lapasa to start. I know Jose Ribeiro might be a mentality monster as well. Put him to start against a team that's not doing so well right now. Get his confidence up, and there you go. It's like a new signing.
He does use the number 9 jersey for Orlando Pirates, so that just goes to show that the club has invested in him, in his future, and kept faith with him. When he was loaned out to SuperSport United, Hugo Bruce, the national manager, still selected him. So it was quite the eyebrow raiser, when a lone striker from Orlando Pirates, like it's not a small club, it's top 3 biggest clubs in the country, a lone striker of theirs is making the national team. What does that say? Like the striker isn't good enough for Pirates, that's why you're loaning him out, but he's good enough for the national team to like see
maybe we don't know what's going on behind the background. Maybe it's in Pirates' development plan for him to go out and get more games under his belt, and maybe Pirates are holding the trump card, shall I say. Maybe they are playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing 3D chess. Maybe there's because like Harry Kane, he went to so many clubs, and Spurs, when he came back eventually to Spurs, rocking.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same, okay, we know we got something here, we can't afford to sell him, so let's just send him to a so-called rival and let's see what he does.
Bit of trivia over there as well. In that season, Terence Tukamanja was plying the trade for Orlando Pirates in that central striking berth. while Lapasa was on loan. So it so happened to be that Lapasa comes back, stays at Pirates, but Zukamanja moves to Super Sport. He's the striker for them now. So kind of the roles are reversed over there, yeah. So
kind of money laundering. Alvaro Morata. No, I'm joking.
don't say that. But yeah, that's the striking department for Orlando Pirates. Let's talk about the midfield battle between Miguel Tim. He's very much the linchpin in that Pirates team, the holding midfielder, the CDM, the destroyer, the midfield general, soldier over there. He had a very good game.
Oh, yeah, I was impressed by him. Like every time you see it, the fans absolutely adore. He has his own call, like I said. You said Miguel Tim as a team. Yeah. Every time he gets on the ball, the fans scream. I'm not a Pirates fan. I still scream it though, because he brings that. He had a very good game.
Yeah. He was really a destroyer. I mean, I saw him in many times breaking up the Chiefs' play, intercepting the ball. The opposite midfield had the likes of Yusuf Mott, Mtetua, Castillo as well. Very strong midfield. And I think for that midfield battle, he really did well defensively, shall I say. But attackingly, Maxon Gani,
you're saying his praises a lot, and now he's like, I heard this, I'm coming to him.
Yeah, 100%. Walked off with a man of the match award. I mean, and deservedly so.
Yeah, he was tinkering the ball a lot. He was.
It was a man of the match performance. Dropped a clinical, big game, big player. It really showed 80,000 fans in the stadium, but also probably 1 million or more than 1 million watching at home, and repaying the faith as well. Any shout out to him?
No, but going back to Miguel Tim, you're saying defensively he was sound. Going forward as well, that the goal came because of his. I don't know if you saw his ball that he to thing, and then it went to the goal scorer. So he played the attacking, like he's underrated with his moving the ball forward.
His distribution of that, yeah. No, he was quite sensational.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Defensively, Dion Hotto back in the left back position. I think he also had a relatively good game.
I was impressed by that because if I wasn't mistaken, it was in the first half or second half. Don't hold me, man. Like a ball comes in from Chiefs and the man is there and he gets it away. I don't know if it's the first half or second half.
Yeah, he is a lot more imposing physically than Pirates' normal left back, which is Paseko Marco. But I thought it was a move that Jose had been working on for a few weeks prior to this match, and I think Hotto could be the left back for the remainder of the season, just before they get something with goalkeeper Itumelang Kunye. Yeah. His distribution his distribution showed once again. Saw quite a few balls being launched from the penalty area up to the strike force. I know Chivaviro latched onto a few of them, but also the wide plays, so it was good to see that he still has what it takes to perform in these big games.
I was surprised sorry about Kuna. I was surprised Keegan Dolly started.
Oh yeah?
I was surprised that man. So where have you been, bro?
He's been how can I say, they've been protecting him very carefully in the medical room, so
well done to you.
Yeah, he has been
I missed you though.
He has been making his way into the squad, and I think in the derby, it was an important figure in that Kaizer Chiefs locker room, but also starting 11. Dolly being.
But moving to Ntumle sorry. Yeah. Like Kaizer Chiefs have been having howlers with goalkeeping. I've seen howlers from them recently. Was it not in the Nedbank Cup? Not in the Nedbank Cup. It was the
MTN Carling. Oh, you mean Carling Cup?
The Carling Cup where the keeper was lost his footing and he's like, what?
MTN. Yeah. The second and the semi-final between Sundowns. Especially the second leg, that's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. But honestly, it had been coming. If you look at the keeping performances of Brandon Peterson, it just goes to show. And I think the Kaizer Chiefs faithful will agree with me when I say it might have been the better decision to put Kunye on the day. Yeah, man's been frozen out of the squad, so we're not sure when we'll see Brandon Peterson again wearing a Kaizer Chiefs shirt, or rather if we're going to see him again.
It was too much mistakes. Every game he was looking at, it was a mistake coming from and the commentators saying, there's another mistake, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it was affecting the team's performances as well, Now you can see them slowly churning out better performances, and, you wonder if the new head coach, or rather interim head coach, Cameron Johnson, has looked at them and said, you're out, Kunye in, or maybe even Bruce Pavuma. That is a decision that he's going to have to make very, very soon. I know Does he go with a tried and tested Bavuma, South African, Cunha, South African legend, or does he look at Bavuma, who you really know what you're gonna get from him as well? So that will be interesting to see. Just off the top of your head, which way are you gonna go, Bavuma or Cunha?
I'm gonna go Cunha for familiarity. There's comfort in familiarity.
And yeah, he's a Corsi Field ambassador, so yeah, I think it could be the better decision as he looks to give his defense confidence. Let's look at the midfield battle. Until Castillo had 2 chances with his head, the first one being very close to goal, a top save from Buthelezi. What did you think about that late run he made?
I'm still thinking about the one in the second half when where the keeper saves and hits the post.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was going. I was watching it not live. I was watching it on television. I thought, here we go, 1-1 confirmed.
100%.
And the way he rose up, and in the dying minutes as well, he had a chance. He had another chance, but that one where keeper just touches the post. Oh, that was it. I know Kaizer Chiefs fans watching was like, okay, this is going in because it looked goal
The
box.
stadium erupted, honestly. It was crazy because it was such a top play from Kaizer Chiefs. Ball coming into the box, and you see a presence. Venezuelan international. A really imposing midfielder. Yeah, literally got his head off the post, and it's a top save as well from the keeper. I'm not sure if he read that play, but he did really react well, and really, I could even say he saved a goal. It was a goal-saving intervention.
It was because I honestly thought that was going in. Irrespective, when he put his hand down and hit the post, I was like, no ways.
100%. You look at the one in the dying stages as well. I think that one there might have been blazed wide, if I'm not mistaken.
It was, but it's still connected. And this is the last minute of chance. We're playing. Chiefs are playing, and then goes into the box, and I was like, no cups. Not doing so well in the league. Next year, come out from the gates going. Make the fans believe, because Chiefs have one of the biggest fan base in Africa, should I say. Just make them believe.
Yeah, 100%. Because you're faithful, we do wish you guys best of luck for the remainder of the season. And on a closing note, in 2023, Chiefs have lost something like 14 or 15 games. It's the most they've lost in a single calendar year. Yeah. And the hits gonna keep on coming. It's not gonna be an easy ride if you're a Kaizer Chiefs fan. So we are with you. We bear with you. We sympathize with you.
The Man United of local football.
I don't want to make comparisons like that, but the once glamour boys are not looking so glamorous right now.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, big clubs, big stadiums, big paychecks, big salaries.
Do you think they can turn it around?
I don't think this season personally, but next season, go for it. Change the whole thing up. Mix it up a bit.
And my co-host over here has already started the conversation about next season. On that note, it's time to say cheers.